Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to another review. And this review is going to be on tonight's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. And the pay-per-view just ended about 5 minutes ago. And like always, I'm going to tell you the matches that were fought and give my reviews on them. And I thought this year's Elimination Chamber was pretty good. So let's get started with the matches. I'm going to start with the pre-show match, which was, seen on YouTube. And it was Damien, Sandow, and Cody Rhodes, aka TeamRhodesscolars, which they only got together for one night. And they versed Brodus Clay and Tensai in a tag team match. And this was a okay tag team match. It was just a filler. And you had Brodus Clay and Tensai win the match, and they both did a double splat on Damien Sandow. So Brodus Clay and Tensai picked up the win. But overall, it was an okay match, but it was just a filler match. So I'm going to start with the regular Elimination Chamber matches. The first match was Alberto Del Rio versus Big Show for the World Heavyweight Championship. Pretty good match. A lot of back and forth action. I like both of these superstars. But it was very shocking at the end. Alberto Del Rio won the match, and he still retains the World Heavyweight title. But he won with the cross arm breaker. So overall, it was a pretty good match. Sorry about that, but left off at the match where it was Alberto Del Rio versus Big Show for the World Heavyweight Championship. And so, like I said, Alberto Del Rio won with the cross arm breaker and made Big Show tap out, and Alberto Del Rio still retains the World Heavyweight Championship. And like I said, it was a pretty good match. The next match was Antonio Cesaro versus The Miz for the United States Championship. This was an okay match. Nothing great though. Just had Antonio Cesaro dominated most of the match, and he won and still retains the United States Championship. But I would love to see the Miz at some point be United States Champion again. But overall, it was an okay match. Nothing amazing. The next match was the Elimination Chamber match. It was Jack Swagger versus Kane versus Mark Henry versus Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan versus Chris Jericho. This was the first best match of the night, in my opinion. Great wrestling from all these superstars. I was rooting for Chris Jericho to win the Elimination Chamber. But it was just that when Mark Henry came out of the pod, and he was just dominating everybody in the match, just taking everybody out, eliminating people, eliminating these superstars. But overall, in the end, Jack Swagger got an easy win by pinning Randy Orton. And so now Jack Swagger's going to WrestleMania. But overall, it was a good Elimination Chamber match. It was the first best match of the night, in my opinion. And I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed this Elimination Chamber match. And next was John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus versus The Shield. In my opinion, this was the last best match of the night. I just enjoyed the match. Love seeing John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus take out The Shield. Thought they could have did it, but at the end, Roman Reigns speared Sheamus into the timekeeper's thing, to the barricade where the timekeeper is, and you had John Cena doing the AA, and then Ryback doing the his move, his shell shock move, And then out of nowhere, Roman Reigns speared the hell out of Ryback. And then, got the pin. And the Shield won the match. Yeah, the Shield is very unstoppable as of now. So I don't know who could take down the Shield. But yeah, so it was in my opinion, it was the last best match of the night. I really enjoyed this match also. And the next was Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston. This was put together, because Dolph Ziggler was coming out and saying, everybody, got a match at, the Elimination Chamber, and he didn't. And so Booker T comes out, and he, brings out Kofi Kingston. And so Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston have a match. And Dolph Ziggler got the win, pinned Kofi Kingston. And then after the match, you had Big E Langston come into the ring and just took out Kofi Kingston. And that might be a little bit of a preview of, what Big E Langston can do when he has his future, WWE match. I never watched him wrestle on NXT because I stopped watching NXT after when they did the Redemption. I think that was in season 4. So, but yeah, I would love to see Big E Langston in the ring, wrestling. I think he could be, one of the best, big eye wrestlers next to Big Show and Mark Henry. And he could be future WWE champion, in my opinion. Or any kind of title he could have. But overall, this was kind of a last minute match that they had to kill some time for. And then the next was Tamina Snuka versus Caitlyn for the Divas Championship. Your typical Divas match. Nothing really amazing. But it was very predictable. And Kaylen got the win. Still retains the Divas Championship with the spear on Tamina. But I like both of these superstars. I think Tamina Snuka is going to be a future Divas champion by the way she wrestles and by how good she is. And she's the daughter of Hall of Famer Jimmy Superfly Snuka. But yeah, it was just a typical Divas match, nothing amazing. And then the next match was the main event, which is CM Punk versus The Rock for the WWE Championship. And if The Rock got disqualified or counted out, he would lose the title. But this was a pretty good match. Enjoyed it a lot. In my opinion, not the best match of the night, but it was very exciting. Just a lot of back and forth between Punk and Rock, and then you had the referees one referee being knocked out of the ring, and another referee probably twisted his ankle, and The Rock got the win, and still retains the WWE Championship with, he did the rock bottom on CM Punk. And now it's going to be The Rock versus John Cena at WrestleMania. And I hope that match could be as good as last year's match. But overall, it was a good match. It was a very exciting match. I enjoyed it a lot. So that's it for my review of tonight's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Thank you all for watching. And probably, like I said in my review of Identity Theft, which I did today, probably tomorrow I'll go see A Good Day to Die Hard. So if I do, there will be a review on it. Maybe I'll see it, maybe not, but I don't know. So thank you all for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you all later.